All right, guys. So this is for the cash flow heads that somehow love this like I love it. I don't know. If this is your first game only, I usually would want you to. I would encourage you to play a board game with a group and use paper the first time, maybe the first 5 times. You want to learn how to use the income statement and the balance sheet. But if you played enough times to know how it goes, you just come here, you log in at richdad.com, and then you just click join a free cash flow game, and you know the rest. So we're going to click here to get started, and we're just going to do like literally start to finish. So let's start this timer, and we're going to create a new room. And I don't want to look at that the whole time, but we're going to see how many games we can play. Let's go from 8 to 9 or something. Or we'll just see how long does it take to play a game? Because in real life, sometimes they just go on forever. But when you play in here, it's always your turn. Okay, so let's just rock this out. Oops, can't afford it. Yeah, I'll give you a little commentary. So, you don't have any cash flow, your monthly expense. Let's start here. So, you're the janitor this time. You got $1,600 coming in. Expenses down here. Right here are $950. So, they're usually about half. This is more like 2/3, right? But, so you just want to manage that. You have to get your monthly expenses. You have to get a bunch of real estate, passive income, filling up this bar. To beat you have to overcome 950 by $1. So when your total monthly expenses either go down or you have passive income to overcome it by $1, you're out of the rat race, which is the central thing, right? So just a couple thoughts, and then we're just gonna like knuckle down and do this. Payday's $650. It's super low on this. So look, you always want to keep $950 in your account, whatever your expenses are. If you land on downsized, lose your job, that's have a baby, that's downsized. Can I zoom in? Yeah. So this is downsized. This is have a baby. What's up, Robert? So downsize, have a baby, and pay some credit cards. These are market cards. The blues let you sell whatever you have, and then greens are big deal, small deal, and then there's charity, and I like to do charity. So anyways, just food for thought when you're rocking this out. Always keep 950 in to be responsible because we're practicing this stuff for real life. And then say you have, $5,000 and you have the chance to buy a stock. Let's just say at this $1,000 for easy math. The rule of thumb for buying a stock, you should never put more than 5% of your net worth or your investable assets into any one particular stock. Okay. So, if you had $1,050 would be, what you'd maximum put into that. So you can try to live by the rules. Sometimes you break them in this game because it's not technically real, but you gotta, I just watched a video. Wealthy people buy stocks, then they buy real estate, then they get their money making money for them and continue to buy income producing assets. So that's pretty much it. So you can always take out a loan, but if you take a loan of $5,000 to buy whatever property that was, the monthly payment is 10%. So it's a 10% loan. So if I'd lose $500 a month of cash flow, my payday is only $650. So every time I hit payday, I'd only get $150. We're already down to basically nothing. So you definitely don't want to take out a loan. Okay, so here we go. Part-time company, I would buy it, but since I have no money, no. Big deal, small deal. I always like to personally buy gold if it's a good deal, but we just barely have. We don't have our expense. We have 950. Could hit us anytime if we get downsized. So you got to get this up to 950 and then never spend that because that's your emergency fund. You should have 3 months of emergency fund technically, sometimes 12 if you're super conservative. But you always need, whatever this number is, needs to be here. You need 1 month in case you lose your job so you can go find another one, okay? So we're not going to buy this. I'm just going to explain this once, then I'm just going to rock out. So obviously you can buy a stock. The cost is 30. Doesn't give you any cash flow. Trading range is 10 to 30. 30 is the top. It's at the top. I don't want to buy any fast. Pause the video and read any of these if you want to. Okay, cost 20, trades from 10 to 40. It's in the middle. If I was really wealthy like the doctor and I was making $13,000 a month, I'd probably not buy this. On an iPad, you can tap these so much faster. Never buy the power. That's just, you have to figure out that that's the worst investment you can ever make. Stupid bills. Give to charity. I always do that. Roll 2 dice. Still haven't gotten a payday. Okay for you. It's at 40. Trades from 5 to 40. Not going to buy at the top. Pass. That's all you do. Don't think on it. What they say, you think it long, you think it wrong. You still need to think about that stuff too much. Is it a good deal or is it a bad deal? It's kind of small deal. Trades 10 to 30. It's at 10. Do I have some money? I got 950. Okay, I got 950. So call that a grand. 3250. I have, you know what, 2200. I could buy it. 2250 technically. Actually 2300. I could buy this if I want to. I typically don't. Let's see if I just were to get 100. It'd be $1,000. I'm gonna wait for a better deal because I have the lowest income of all the things that could happen in this game. Janitor is the absolute lowest. So you gotta wait for the cherry deals, the diamonds in the rough, right? You gotta do. Janitor's the hardest one to play, but once you can play the janitor, you can rock anything else. On to you, 10 to 30 range at 10, pass. 3-2 house, you can buy it at 50. I know that it sells at the top of 135,000. So being new to the game, you wouldn't know that. Now you do. So I could buy for 50. It cost me $4 grand. Basically, it pays 200 a month. So what you do is 200 a month times 12 is, but actually to be even faster, just add a 0 here. 2,000 compared to 4,000 is half. That's almost a 50% ROI. I'll just buy that because that's awesome. You can't miss that deal. So you can see now you have a house. Now you have some $200 of cash flow, and that has gone up. Wow, I'm like 20% to my goal of 1,000. I only have to overcome this, and I can pay off my retail debt, and my retail payment will go away. And this goal of 1,950 will go down. I can pay off my credit cards of 2,000, and my corresponding $60 payment will go away. I can pay off my car loan, and my corresponding $60 payment will go away. Boom, right there, that's 120, 170. That would make this go down almost 200 to 700 bucks. I'd be pretty much a third of the way there. And then I can pay off the mortgage 20,000, and I'll make 280 go away. So I can really, if you just want to find out, you can't pay off other expenses, but I can pay off all these. So what's that? 120, 170, plus another 200. So I can make 300 disappear. So my goal would be like roughly 650 that I have to get to. And I already have 200. So I'm a third of the way there if I can just pay these bills off. Let's check our timer. And we're 8 minutes in, right? You don't have to play these long 3-hour games. You should be able to get out of the rat race in an hour, they say, but I think it should be faster than that. Okay, 0 to get this. I lose a little cash flow, but I'm buying it at 50. I could sell this if I hit a blue market spot and people are buying houses at 135. I'll pick up 50 to 135. That's an $85,000 commission because my down payment's 0, right? So let's do that. That'll capital gain out of commission. Small deal, rocking along. Now my T for you, I'm going to keep 950 in here, but the difference between 1,200 and 950 is going to be the 200 plus 50. So what I can do is I can remain responsible and buy 250 shares. And now I have my, you know what multiplier is? 250 is my multiplier. Every time the stock goes up from $1 to 10 to 20 to 40, I make $250 every time it goes up $1. So learning about your multiplier, that's what I call it. I've never heard anybody talk about that. I think I made it up. But your multiplier is 250. That's how I look at things. Okay? So 200, your multiplier, I wish I could have gotten 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 to be my multiplier, but I'm being responsible. My 950 could hit me. I could get downsized and have to pay a month's bills at any time. Guess what I've got in cash? This. Oops, but I just bought a stupid machine, a cappuccino machine, and that's going to really put me in the red flag zone. Right now, I'm in a scary place because if I get downsized, I couldn't afford it. Could take a bank loan to start paying that, but hopefully I'm going to. I usually like to pay charity. Donate 10% of your total income. Total income, cover is $0, $170 right now. That'll help me get more paychecks. I'm going to go, since I'm already in the scary zone, I'm going for it. Sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do. Got a little bit. Okay. Condo, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, $5,000 down. Put a 0 on this for 10 months. 1,600 is roughly a third of 5,000. That's just quick, easy, without doing the 1,600 times 12 is a funky number. You can just add a 0 and be fast. So I'm passing on this one. Small deal. On to you. 10 to 30. Buy it at 20. Too rich for my blood. Pass. Small deal. Okay for you. 10 to 40. Trades 5 to 40 at 10. Definitely a good buy. I always grab like 100 if I can, but $1,000 is a lot to a janitor if you can't do it. Gotta save my money. What am I saving my money for? Buying properties, and a my tea for you. Buying an amazing stock at $1. My tea for you. Company reorganizes, massive loss. Oh, so keep your eyes on this number down here. This 250 is going to get stockholders lose half of their ownership rights. So it's going to be a reverse split. It's going to be, what does that go down to? 125. So I change. Of course, that can flip and go right the other way. Mutual fund, don't own it. For you that are new, this is an income statement. It shows the money that comes in, expenses go out. Assets are things that you own and how much they cost you to buy them. And the liability is how much you owe on it. We borrow from the bank. And so the cash flow is, let's just look at a 3-2 house, the first one. So we paid $50,000 for this house. The house cost $50,000, and we only put down what would that be, $4,000. So we still owe $46,000 to the bank, right? But our $4,000 is kicking off $200 a month. So 200 times 12 is $2,400 divided by the $4,000 it took us to get control of this property. We're going to get our money back in 2 years. So that's a ROI, a return on investment of like 2 years. Pretty good. Pretty good if you can get your money back in 2 years. A lot of accountants think under 5 is good, but they're very conservative and they don't buy. Some of them are into crypto, which Bitcoin's been averaging 300% per year. All right, let's see what we got here. Downsize, there it hit me. See, thank God I had some money, right? Not so freaked out when you have some money in the bank. But when you got nothing, and that can hurt pretty bad. Okay, let's get return. Okay, we got 4,700. We can do small deals. Big deals are 6,000 and more. Small deals are 5,000 and less. So take a look. Business is up. Stock split. So our 125 will go right back to 250. Keep your eyes on this when I click this button. 5, 4, 3, 2. Watch. It went back up to 250. So now we're back whole, and we just wanted to sell. We want my tea for you to sell for. Hopefully the top is $40. onto you, selling at 40. I don't own it. 10 to 30, it traded above the trading range. So there will be surprises. 2-bedroom, 5 grand down to lose 100 every month, and it's already at 60 grand. That seems pretty high. I don't know the top of the market what these typically sell for. I usually don't buy the condos. I go to the 3-2 houses, make 85 grand a pop, hopefully at the top end. Oh my gosh, braces? Those are expensive. All right, deal opportunity. Okay for you. Don't own it. Don't care. House for sale. 5 grand down. 1,600. It's about 33% return of my cash every year. Take me 3 years to get whole on this, but I might buy this because at 65 grand, if it sells at 135, I make the spread, right? So that's what 35 plus 35. So I can make 70,000 if I can come up with 5 grand, which will cost me 500 a month. It's too rich for my blood. I'd only be making 250 a payday. I'm passing. Software company, no assets. Small deal. A friend needs urgent money. We'll sell you 10 Krugerrands. That's gold. For the going rate of 300 each. A Krugerrand is an ounce. Right now, it's in real life in 2021. This is an old game. Gold's not 300 an ounce. It's 12. It's like 1,300, 12, definitely 1,200 an ounce right now. A Troy ounce has 31.1 grams. So I used to sell little 1 grammers to normal people just so they could own some gold. When you touch it, it does something to you. If you don't own gold, go buy yourself at least 1 gram right now. So you get 10 of these at 300, worth 3,000 is what he wants to pay. I would typically sell these. The game will say gold's at the high. It sells for 600. We know that when they wrote this game back in the 80s, that was probably the swing of the year, 300 low to 600 high. Anyways, I'd love to buy these for 3,000. That would really deplete me. Right now, I need money to do a deal, so gotta pass. That's just a rich man's game. Gold's a rich man's game. Find a great deal. Costs you 2,000. Put a 0 on this. It kicks off 2,500 in 10 months. You got more than your money back in 10 months. You're definitely buying that. And so now we have a 3-2 house kicking off 200. We bought a 3-2 house just to ride it up because we got it for 50 and it'll sell for 135. So we'll make 85 hopefully on that, 85 on that hopefully, and then we'll make 90,000 on that one. So this is kicking off 200 plus 250 is 450 minus 100. That's why we have 350 right here in passive income. So we're getting to our goal. Now I could pay off this credit card and it would make, what is that? Retail and credit cards 3,000. I could pay off this and this and make $100 a month go away. But I'd rather save my money for a big deal. I can probably get a couple properties cash flowing easier. Sister-in-law's downsized, needs 5 grand to make house payments. She promised to pay you back $10,000 when she finds her new job. That's crazy. She's going to pay you back double if she can get a job. Cost $5,000, you make nothing off it. You're taking care of your sister-in-law. I literally can't afford it, so normally I would do it, but I can't. As a janitor, you just don't have the rich guy funds. Sorry, sister. All right, so small deal. You find a great deal, 2,000. Put a 0 on that because you're going to take the monthly 220 times at least 10 months is 2,200. More than your money back in a year. It's great. Plus this 3-2 house. It's only 35 grand. It sells for 135 at the top. You can make 100 grand on this. You're definitely buying this. All right, that's the thought process. I'd like to hear what's going on in someone's head. It's better for learning. Okay, pass. Donate to charity, 10%, 217 to have 2 dice. Yes, please. Okay, and my T for you is at $10. Oh man, definitely. I bought it at 10, so that's 1,000% return on investment. I paid $250 times 250 shares times $1, so I paid $250. So if I can get my money out right here, I'll have no money invested on the rest. So at $10, if I sell 25, I'll get my 250 out, and I'll still have 225 shares that I paid $0 for, and then I will be making that's called infinite return. You learned about infinite return just now. So I'm going to do that. Hopefully this is going to go to 40, but it could crash. So just get your money out, and now you're running on the house. Start a company, $3,000. Oh, I'm just, I'm a janitor. It's always good to do because those sell for $100,000, man. Oh, should I do it? That's such a big buy for right now. Gonna do it. Big deal, small deal. Okay for you. 30 top, not gonna buy. Sorry, texting somebody. Okay. So we're almost here. We got some money. We could pay off some retail debt and help it along. I say keep your money. My TFU's up to 20. I'm hoping it's going to 40. I'm just gonna hold on for dear life. HODL. Certificates of deposit are ridiculous. Don't even think about getting those. My TFU 40, sell it, get $9,000. Yes, please. Wish I would have bought more of those. All right, you can always hit your financial statement. I'm almost there, so I could pay some debt off here. Let's just show you how that works. Hit repay, pick it, pay it off. Now you can see I only have to overcome $900. My passive income is at $570, and it's almost to $900. So what else can I repay? My credit cards. If I pay that off, the $60 goes away. We're going to click that off, hit pay. I have to open this up every time. So my $840, my goal to overcome my expenses are $840. I have to have one more dollar in passive income, $841 to get out of the rat race. So for now, I could pay off the car loan, but I'm gonna do a big deal now since you haven't seen one of those yet. Let's go big deal. I don't have any stocks. I am trying to sell some 3-2 houses, but let's just go big deal. Oh my gosh, $100,000, 10%. If you cover the last zero, if I borrowed the $100,000, I'd have to pay 10%, which is $10,000 a month. I only have $1,000 a month, so I'd be negative $9,000 a month. That's too rich for my blood. I can't do that deal. Paid the money. Big deal, small deal, 10 acres, $5,000. Do it. Small deal, mighty, no. No. Okay, man, market's up. Everything's up right now. So now we're picking up speed. I've explained everything, so you're just watching. Demand for bed and breakfast. Cup of tea in a rainstorm we got going on. Good night to play cash flow. Alright, maybe I won't talk and we'll just see how fast we can go. 23 minutes, I'm still in the rat race. Let's try to get out of this. Let's try to win this game ASAP. Condo, 4,000 down, 1,400 a year. And there's better deals. I can just keep on rolling. Flex buyer, I don't own one. That was a market sale card. I marketed buying. Big deal, small deal. That's a great deal. Pay $5,000, get half of it back. I'm gonna go ahead and, man, that's expensive though. I'm gonna be conservative. I'm gonna jam over. Donate, then I'll let me roll more. I'm getting $1,300 a month. That's a good paycheck. It was at $650, so I've doubled it. No. Oh, baby. Flex buyer, don't have one. Small deal. IT for you. Now, I could do 1,000 of those. Now my multiplier is 1,000. Every time it goes up $1 from $5 to 40, my multiplier is 1,000. What if I hit one more zero? Oops. One more zero. 50 grand. I don't have it. So I got to keep 9, 10 in here. I'm just gonna go 1,000 for now. Keep some money around for a deal. Condo, no. Gotta read these fast. No CDs. Okay. Never. The power company sucks. Cost you $1,200 and spends off $10 a month. So 1,200 divided by 10 is what? 120 months to get your money back. So that's 10 years to get your money back. That's the worst investment you could ever make. Never do that. I'll spend 1,000. New boat. They won't even let me pay for it. How much is it? 17? Great, now I got a new expense. They don't show you it, but now you have a $17,000 expense, and that's costing you $340 a month. I could pay it off, but I need some seed money. But we're gonna sell this MIT for you at 40, hopefully. Oh, here's a onesie. All right, I need to keep 1320 in there. So just call that 2 grand. I can spend 15 grand on this. Let's just go ahead 10,000 shares of that. Big multiplier on that one. That's gonna pop us some big money. 40. Okay for you. I just bought it. Holy smoke! 10,000 times 40 is how much? 400 grand. Repay all debt. Boom. Done. Repay something else. Knock the mortgage out. With this, I'm almost out of the rat race. And hit this, sitting on some loot. I can do a big deal. 75 grand will give me 3,400. Bam, I'm out of the rat race. Now I'm out here, and you basically have to accumulate an extra $50,000 of cash flow here. That's how that works. If this is your first game, so let me close this. So you put your cheese on your dream. I think this is stock market for kids. This is where I am. Every time when you're out here, your cash flow day income, you get a $397,000 check. They give you one when you come out here. So if you can land on your dream and buy it, you can win. Or you can buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these businesses and put them on your ledger. And you have to get your $397,000 starting payday up 50 grand a month to 447. That's my income goal. Okay, so for the newbies that don't know. So this will cost me 120. I have 397. It'll spin off 5 grand a month. I need 50 grand, so that's 10% of my goal to win this, to get out of the rat race. That's someone else's dream. I pass. Keep going. I got a payday. I have almost $700,000. Audit, lost half my cash, down to 300. And beauty salon cost me 250. 10 grand a month. That helps. Just buy that. Now we have a Quick Mart and a beauty salon. 15,000 of our 50,000 needed. Didn't have enough to do the oil well deal. Divorce is half your cash. Ooh, I lost all my cash. That sucks. So you need to find out where you are. And you need a cash flow payday, which I don't think there's another window here, so we're just going to keep rolling. Can't buy this nice pizza franchise. That would have been good. Can't do a biotech deal. Gotta keep rolling. Now we got a payday. Got some money. Infomercial, 225 grand. Oh my gosh, kicks off 50. Bam. You're out of rat race. Okay, won the game. All right, how long did the first game take? 29 minutes. 29 minutes, okay? First game. So I'm going to save this for the opening. I'll pin this to the top for everybody who's coming in.